Hey everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we are exploring the world of Grand Theft Auto 5 5M servers, where you can join custom multiplayer role-playing worlds and get a job as a cop, emergency responder, mechanic, or even partake in a little bit of crime. In this video I'm going to show you step by step how to set up 5M, and I'm going to recommend a server, one that I've been playing on a lot, called British Life. So if you're ready to take your Grand Theft Auto 5 to the next level, make some friends and have a bit of fun, let's get started. And as always guys, if this video has been helpful or at least entertaining, please consider liking and subscribing. Now I think it goes without saying that the first thing you need to do is install Grand Theft Auto 5 if you haven't already, and if you have, no problem, you can go straight ahead. But if you haven't, install it and make sure you play it at least once. And what that'll do is it'll create all of the background files required for 5M. There will be a whole load of terms of services and so forth that you'll need to accept. Just go through everything, and when you get to the final menu, you can just leave the game. And once we've done that, we're going to head over to the 5M website, where we're going to download our client. Have a look at the website. There is a Discord link, there are forums if you have questions, and of course if you're a developer, there are links here to help you out. But for us, we're going to be downloading the client. When it goes to download, you're going to have to go through some terms and services, go through everything and agree. And once you've done that, the 5M executable will be downloaded. Here it is in my downloads folder. I'm going to go ahead and run that, and what that's going to do is download all the files required to set up 5M. Now once it's done that, it's going to ask me where the executable is for my Grand Theft Auto game. So it's going to open up this folder. What you can actually do is leave that folder open, and say you've installed it via Steam, go over to Steam, find your game, right click it, go to properties, and from properties then go to installed files and go to browse. Now if you look inside here, this is where the executable is. So I can just click at the top here, Control C to copy, and I can actually just paste it.
Anyway, dude, that was a little spicy. I went to the place today. I had the Japanese food. Here, I'll show you what it was.
It's weird. Oh, but WoW instantly launched when I exited Palia.
It was in San Francisco.
No, I don't fucking know.
Union Projects, I think.
Dude, I went to the pub last night.
Yeah.
I bought a pack of double happiness. Before I went there, I smoked 2 cigarettes, gave one away, and then I lost the packet.
Okay,
That's a good skill you have.
it wasn't
there,
that good though. I think I had the spicy miso ramen. This is what I had. It really wasn't that good. It doesn't look the same. I'm trying to figure out what the hell was it that they cooked in. Like, what is this? What is this? It's like clear. Wait. Hong Kong soup? Is it Hong Kong soup? It looks like this might be it. Oh, no, that's like milk. It's not like clear. I don't know what it is, man. You're about to go out and get some? Anyway, it's like clear. I want this. I want this. That's all I want. So to get one of these, what is that? Hard plastic spoon. Alright, let's see if we can win this. Alright, let's go bros. Let's go bros. I'm going to guard the bass. What kind of music do you guys want to listen to? You know you guys can choose the music, right? Select some good music for me, guys. Be the DJs. Exclamation play the name of the song. He doesn't know what it is. What is it? just a spoon. But you mix it up for the drinkies. What do you think about Goblin for Arcane Mage for retail?
Scared.
Retail PvP?
Yeah. They might just have to set for it.
Apparently it's been delayed another hour.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Poor Benruki and Supatis, right? They're so worried right now. For the state of the PvP right now on retail. Right now, there's going to be lots and lots of world PvP on classic TBC. I'm actually quite excited. And the cool thing is there's only 2 servers, right? One super world PvP, which is the server I'm on. The other one's PvP. Damn ban me, yeah. Unban Renoed. Saw Benruki's video. He's beside himself with grief, man. Like, the PvP's in a bad place, man. And they're not listening. Like, you know, Blizzard's like kind of like in the dark about it, keeping everybody in the dark about it. I think it took them 2 months to balance the unholy DK, but they didn't even balance it. They just touched it up just a tiny bit. So we're testing in the PTR, and you know what? 2 months unholy DK is just S plus
Unholy.
here. It was difficult to duel. Made you want to just quit.
Range DK.
Anyway.
Well, they're already like mid-range anyway.
They're no longer S plus tier. They're still S tier. Now S plus is like Beastmaster Hunter. Oh, come on, Rose. I might have to go help. They can't even take a second base. Oh, we got a second base. Okay, they got this the mill. Alright, we have to go take something else. Like we have to go take farm or something. Are you in PvP? Yeah, it seems like they're pretty popular. And there's a rival guild. They don't like people from big PvP. I've been getting whispers and stuff.
What is going on, GTA?
Yeah.
We could not.
There seems to be like rival gangs, and a lot of people have been complaining that a lot of the big PvP members are doing a lot of pre-mades.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Pre-made groups. Will you be playing Midnight Pre? No.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure about that, man.
Voila. Alright, see what we can do.
I think I have to run the game once.
Yeah, it's your best bet.
I mean, I started the game. It tried to give me dollars and get me to choose the first and
Warlock down. The count.
Come on, bitches, bring the servers up.
I think I'm dead though.
It's funny. Aeon 2's down.
Yeah, what the hell's wrong with our team, man? Our team sucks. I thought you were on Horde. I was. Now I'm Alliance. Yeah, I was. Like my Warriors Horde. But my Druid's Alliance. I think it might be a pre-made.
Be about WeCores, but it will be about my new interface for World of Warcraft Midnight. As you know, WeCores is gone for this expansion, and we have to figure out something new. And I have something that I'm really happy and really proud about. It is simple, it is easy to install, easy to configure, it is lightweight, and honestly, I think it looks pretty good. I do want to set expectation. This is not WeCores. You're not going to get the same level of customization that we've had in the past. The amount of details and information that I can add to this is very, very minimal. So I'm going to be focusing on quality of life, good look, lightweight, very few dependencies. With that being said, let's get right into it. So first of all, this is going to be a full UI for Midnight. So you cannot use this on any other version of the game. If you are still on the War Within as the release of this video, this is not going to work. If you're watching tomorrow or in the future, you will be fine to install this for Midnight. It is currently available for 1440p. I will plan on possibly updating for 1080p. I will give more information in the comment down below and on my website if I have any other information regarding this. I do not own a widescreen monitor, so I might not be able to do a full setup for this. But for right now, we got 1440p, and I will in the future do 1080p. So if you are on Midnight and you have a 1440p UI, or if you're willing to apply some modification for smaller or larger monitor, this will be all you need for Midnight, covering all classes. Let's get into it. So first of all, I want to give a quick overview about my philosophy when it comes to add-ons. I have a little bit of a different style compared to a lot of other profiles and interfaces out there, and I want to go over it as to why it's important to me and why I do make those decisions. So firstly, I like using single-purpose add-ons. So these are add-ons that are going to have a very small niche effect on your interface. These are going to be, for example, cooldown manager centered, which is one of the add-ons, that I'm using to style the cooldown manager. It allows it to be centered. It allows it to have a cute border, remove the spacing, and just create a nice look and add a little bit of quality of life to it and add a little bit of fun stuff. For example, changing the font on the top of the icons, adding keybind, even adding highlight essential cooldown. Right, so we're going to look at this later, but this is a very simple add-on, and that's the approach that I've taken for Midnight. I have a very short add-on list. And yeah, every single one of them is doing something very simple, very niche, and every single one of these can be disabled, and your UI still works. It is still recognizable. So if I go ahead and disable everything here and reload the game real quick, you will see that while it did lose a little bit of its flavor, I can still go ahead and play the game. Obviously, I would have to do maybe a little bit of modification on the default nameplate that are provided, but everything looks at its place, and I don't feel confused doing this. So, obviously, I don't have my personal resource display. I could go into the edit mode, enable these, and I'm kind of able to play. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to go. So if we ever get a new patch and things do break, if it does happen, then it's not going to be a big deal, right? So this is very, very, very important to me, which is why I've went with this route. when you have larger full interface add-on, if an update needs to happen, if anything crashes, you usually notice the difference a lot more. You feel a little bit more confused about the state of the interface, and those are usually a little bit, they take a little bit more time to update. So this is why I go with this approach. I love that my UI looks like World of Warcraft UI. I love when I log in and I feel like I am playing, World of Warcraft. I love this. So this is a look that I like, and I wanted to keep it intact for this expansion. First of all, I highly recommend that you do a fresh, clean start for Midnight. You don't have to reinstall the game. You do not have to do that. But what I recommend is possibly deleting a little bit of stuff. So add-ons that have not been updated for this expansion are not going to load, which means that it's most likely not going to cause you any issues. But it's probably a good idea to get rid of them. So what I'm personally going to do is I'm going to delete my entire add-on folder or my entire interface folder to get rid of all of this. I'm not going to need most of it. I am going to reinstall every add-on one by one, reconfigure everything, and you're going to be able to do the same. If you want my UI, you're going to be able to paste all my profiles, and it's just going to work right off the bat, and then I'm not going to have to carry all of those add-ons that are not updated, right? And then as I go, I'm going to update new add-ons that I feel like I need, but I think it's a good point to start from scratch. Delete your interface folder. You can even delete your cache folder. It helps sometimes. There's some abilities sometimes that get stuck and they don't get updated properly. And then if you've ever had issue with ability completely disappearing from, like your bars or anything like that, most likely a caching issue. So it's not a bad idea. Another thing you can do is delete your WTF folder. This is a little bit more optional and very maybe direct and brutal approach, but it does clean up quite a bit. Most of the things in here aren't super useful. Your keybinds, macros, all of that is all kept on the server-side application of World of Warcraft, which means even if you delete your WTF folder, everything should still work in terms of keybind, macros. It will simply erase all the data that have been stored from the add-on. So if you don't plan on using these add-ons anymore, it's probably not a terrible idea to get rid of all that excess data. Obviously, one of the most safe way to do this is to simply rename these folders. So you can do WTF_old. You can do the same thing with interface, and then delete cache. And then when you load the game fresh on Midnight, they will all recreate themselves, repopulate themselves, and then you can install fresh and brand new add-on and get ready for your configuration. And then obviously, if everything works well and you're not missing anything, then you can go ahead in a couple of weeks and maybe delete the old folder. All right, so we are going to do a quick little overview of all the elements that are in here, what they do, and then we're going to go in depth with every single one of them, how to import them, which add-ons to install, how to customize them, how to import my profile, and how to make sure you get this exact look. So there is a couple things. When I talk about the edit mode, for example, I speak about this layout. So this is going to be the position of most of the element on your UI. As you can see, the tracked buff, the essential cooldowns, and all the resources, these are from an add-on. So this is Sensei class resource bar. We're going to get into that a little bit later. But everything else is pretty much from default UI. All of these are positioned according to my monitor. You don't have to do this. You don't have to get my edit layout. If you want the same positioning as me for a 1440p monitor resolution, then this will work great, and you'll be able to get the same result really, really quickly by importing my layout. If you don't like this layout and you don't want it to look this way, then simply do not import the edit mode. So this is going to be really, really straightforward. If you do want this same layout, all you got to do is go on my website here. I'm going to give you guys the link. There is two links that are very important. There's going to be the add-ons and profiles, and then there's going to be the cooldown manager profile. So we're going to start with edit mode and add-ons, which are all listed here. The edit mode is going to be the first one. You can simply click this button to copy this, and then the edit mode, you go into escape, edit mode, and then you can go right here. You can do import, and then you're going to paste the string right here. You're going to give it a name, and then you're going to click import. If you want to create different different layout for different characters, you can do that. This one right now is global and generic. So the raid frame and all that stuff, which is controlled by another add-on, but are going to be on this side. And it's not going to be necessarily specifically unique to healer, but it is very, very easily customizable. If you want to customize it for healer and you would like your frame to be somewhere else, you can simply remove some of these bars or move everything up, size everything down, create some space. You can do that to your liking. And then you're going to come select the profile right up here, and all the elements should be loaded in. One thing that is important to say is that there is an element here which is an extra damage meter window. This is not imported with the layout. So as you can see right now, I do have the overall and the current for the damage meter for default World of Warcraft. This second window is not created automatically, so you can simply click here, create a new window, and then position it wherever you want, and then you can change it to track something else. After you've imported the edit mode, you are going to enable every feature that you need. So if you don't have everything, make sure that everything is checked. Make sure that you have, the cooldown manager. Otherwise, it's not going to show up. Make sure that everything is here and it's checked. This is not to load the option. This is to edit them. So as you can see, if I uncheck cooldown manager, it just doesn't allow me to modify it, but it is still loaded. So this is an important distinction to make. If you go here, you need to activate the cooldown manager separately. If you don't, then it's not going to show up. Same thing for the damage meter. You need to enable it. So if you don't, it's not going to show up. Make sure all of this is checked up. Make sure you double check everything and that all your modules are properly configured and loaded. All right, so next thing is going to be the cooldown manager centered. So this is the add-on that gives the cooldown manager its distinct look. So as you can see right now, it looks really, really good. This is the cooldown manager. This is the utility that Blizzard created in a way to replace these class central HUD. It's going to replace weak ores. This is accessible really easily. You can either go into the edit mode, you can click on this and click advanced cooldown settings. It will open this, or you can go also into the option. You can go into gameplay enhancement, and then you can scroll down until you see cooldown manager, advanced cooldown settings, or what I like to do is I did a keybind for it. So mine is Alt Shift and C, which if I do, opens the menu. So I get to open it really, really quickly. And with some add-on, you can even do /CMD. Add-on CDM, and it will open the menu here. So this allows you to configure the positioning of every single element. So I've decided to put my element this way for this class because it fits my playstyle, my bar, and my style, right? For the utilities, I've tried to keep something that had a good logic for every single class, and I try to mimic it across all classes. So usually you're going to see the taunt, dispel, and interrupt as the first module, and then you're going to see CC, you're going to see defensives, you're going to see mobility, and then you're going to see battle reses, you're going to see all kinds of other stuff and other information. Same thing with the buff. I went and double-checked every single buff that were useful for the class, and then I put them up there. It is worth noting that as of the release of Midnight and the pre-patch, there is a lot of things missing, and a lot of things are going to be moving. So even though I created all these profiles for all these different classes, this is very, very important to notice, is that a lot of things are going to be missing and a lot of things are going to be updated in the future. It might not be optimal as of this time. If you're watching this a year later, everything might be clean and good and ready to go. So I want to make an important distinction between what is cooldown manager centered and what is a cooldown manager profile. So this right here is the cooldown manager profile for Unholy, Frost, and Blood. The only thing that this does is order these elements. It decides if this should be here or here, right? So when you import these nodes, this will not include any add-on data. It will not include any look. It will not include anything else than just this profile that is being loaded here that you can swap, right? So if I go to Frost, it will swap automatically to the Frost layout here, and it will apply this profile, and it will order the abilities. So if you want to configure the order of your ability yourself, and you want to decide what is important for you, then simply do not load these class profile and instead only do the steps for the add-ons, right? So if you want it to look like me, but you don't want the order to be like me, then don't import the profiles. If you do want to import the profiles, very straightforward. You copy to click, you go in here, you do import. Again, you paste it, give it a name, and you're ready to go. You can do this for every single class. I've done the work, a little bit of the heavy lifting if you want, for every single class to the best of my capacity, the best of my knowledge. I will continue to update these throughout midnight. If there's anything that needs to be changed or if anything needs to be prioritized, I will do this. If you don't want to figure it out yourself, feel free to load these. That's why I
So yeah,
created
you're
them.
trading
But if
maybe
you want to
one
place
add-on
things
for
in
2
your
or
own
3,
order,
but the
or you
one
want a
add-on you
template to
have
start from,
was so
click these, load them up,
massive
and then
and
modify
so
them to your
powerful.
liking.
So now,
You
how do
barely
we get
use,
this
like, how do we get the resources? How do we get the look? Well, that's where we start with Cooldown Manager Center. Very cool add-on made by Waldo, also the creator of the Waldo tools, one of my favorite little quality of life add-on. So this add-on right here, Cooldown Manager Center, you can get it right here. You can click download. It will bring you to the page for CurseForge. You can download the add-on, and then you can simply click to copy the profile. You're going to go back in here, and you're going to import it. You're going to paste it, and you're going to be good to go. Select it, and you should get exactly this look. So if you go back to default for now, you would go back to like the original kind of design. If we disable the add-on, you'll see that it doesn't look quite as good, but Cooldown Manager Centered allows it to look really, really nice. So first of all, you can enable it or disable it from the top here, which will completely, disable the cooldown manager. So with my profile, this is enabled by default, which means it should automatically load. I'm going to give you like a quick rundown of the options. Obviously, this is going to change later down the line. It is in development. There's a lot of things that aren't finished as the making of this video, but I'm going to give you a quick rundown. So your track buff, so this is going to be the row of buff that is at the top. They grow from the center. If you want them to grow from the left or from the right, that is a possibility. And then you're going to have the essential icons. So this is going to make it that if the number of icons in this row is exceeding the maximum, so right now the maximum for this is set to 10, but if you want, so by clicking on this in the edit mode, you can lower this down to lower, and as you can see, the icons at the top are moving upward, okay? You can see them moving upward, and as you can see, the buff here aren't following. So sometimes this happens. This is something that you might need to adjust on your end, even if you import. Hopefully we get better tools to control this, but right now that's the best we can do. I recommend that you disable the grid here, and then you're going to take the track buff, and then as you want to move them down, and you want to look for this line here. So you want to make sure that you're centered. Sadly, there's no way to snap on the middle and with the group, right? So the best you can do is just to do this right now. This means that it is now snapped to that group. So now if I go back here and I move this, it should move everything up. As you can see, everything is snapped together in this one. I leave it at 10 maximum, but the setting that I was just showing you a second ago, we're going to do save actually because I want it to be snapped. The setting that I was showing you a couple seconds ago here allows it to grow to the top. If you want the icon to grow towards the bottom, then you're going to change that here. Utility, again, I make them grow to the bottom, exactly like my weak ores. If you want them to grow to the top because you put this row elsewhere in the design, that is a possibility. The ability stack, so this is going to be the little number that shows up here. If you want to change the settings for this, this is going to be right here. So if you want to change the font, the outline, this is going to be the anchor. Where do you want it? Do you want it at the top, bottom, or a corner? The font size, the offset. So if you want to change its position a little bit. This is going to be for the track buff. This is going to be for the essential, and this is going to be for utility. So obviously they're all a little bit different. So you want to customize all three of these because, for example, the utility are smaller, so the font is going to be smaller, right? Keybind display. So this is going to be, I know a lot of you are going to love this feature. You can literally just click this and boom. All of my keybinds are right on there. So F1, Alt F1, E, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All are being displayed right on there. We don't have to do any additional work. You can configure the position of this keybind. You can change the font size. It can be really, really large if you would like. You can change the font, the offset. You can change everything. I don't need it personally, but I will leave it to its default top right in the corner, and we will leave it to its default font size, maybe of 16. That looks pretty good. I am not going to be using this personally. I don't need it, but if you do, that is an option. That is really good. You can do the same thing with utility if you want. You can configure those later as well. This is really cool, rotational highlight assistance. So if you do have rotational helper, you will see that it will highlight some abilities and give you the essential cooldown. This is not something we can control. This is all done from Blizzard, but at least we do get...
I don't think I'm stronger. I know.
You know? This brother is rolling.
Bro,
I'll try.
you want to try?
Go for it.
You want to try? You want some belts?
I wanna show you technique.
You want some belts, bro?
No need. You have to do more like this.
Bro, what is this guy talking about?
Trying to break your back?
Just hold them up, please.
What is that?
Map.
This is not a map, bro.
This is not a map, bro.
Guys, you like joking? Like,
Bro, you are joking with this, man.
I'm not joking. I'm Batman. So first one, for the deadlifting, you do like this one, this hand like this one, then this one, then you touch your nose, and then like this one. And then most important, use your legs. Like this one. And then you can do like whatever you want with this bar.
Bro.
Just more,
Human being, man.
just use your legs here, see? Like this. That's the most important.
Bro.
What?
I need to see that something.
You want to see my body?
Okay. Bro, what do you do, man? What do you do?
For living?
Yeah.
Cleaning. I'll take the mouth. Yeah. And it's just anyway clean here. Thank you.
You think you're stronger than me?
I don't think I'm stronger. I know.
I mean, it's got FSR, obviously, is the key thing to help these games. Is basically an FSR starts scaling it from a much lower resolution to the screen to allow you to get this, but it's how good is the scaling. Two very clever technologies, aren't they? FSR and FrameGen. So a combination of the two, you can really get a lot of performance out of a lower spec card if the two algorithms work well. And FSR works on all I mean, NVIDIA is tricky, isn't it? It doesn't work across DLSS, only works on NVIDIA, their FrameGen, but and their FrameGens are all locked to each other. But XSE, I believe, the Intel one, and FSR are platform agnostic, so they don't work as well, but they work on other platforms. But it's interesting that Valve has just gone down the AMD road purely because I'd imagine when they start to go to Linux, AMD.
Raspberry Pi released this today, the Raspberry Pi AI Hat Plus 2. Bit of a mouthful, but let me show you why this thing is awesome. Because this is the original Raspberry Pi AI Hat Plus. And if you didn't know, this thing kinda sucks. Sorry, Raspberry Pi. First, it has 0 RAM, which means it literally has to steal RAM from the Raspberry Pi to even work. And you can really only use this with camera-based AI, like object detection or image recognition. That's so 2024. So, out with the old, and with the new, the Raspberry Pi AI Hat Plus 2. Let's open it. Here it is. It's more substantial, not as shiny, but they look pretty similar. But check this out. This one's so powerful, the new one comes with a heatsink. This is required because this new AI hat has 8 gigs of onboard RAM, which means for us we can run larger AI models, but it's gonna
Let's dance. 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 Yes. Dance. 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 No dance. No dance. Keep dancing.
This statue imitates people in front of him, and she had no idea he could pull this off. This statue imitates people in front of him, and she had no idea he could pull this off.
Vai quicando, vai jogando, não perde a razão no batidão, no batidão, só por a tentação. Ela desce, ela sobe, vai pressão, menina perigosa, rouba meu. Vai quicando, vai jogando, não perde a razão no batidão, só por a tentação. Ela desce, ela sobe, vai pressão, menina.
Shit, is he alright?
Told you stay ready, Speed.
What?
Speed!
What?
You're in the rumble. Go!
What you mean?
Are you serious? Speed! You're in the rumble.
Hell no, no, hell no.
No.
I'm not ready.
Go!
What you mean?
Go! Throw people on the
12 seconds later.
Shit, is he alright?
Told you stay ready, Speed.
What?
Oh, come on. Oh, come on.
我去，
现在在干啥呢？
我去。
别墅里面唱 K， 水池里面银龙鱼。我送阿硕茶去喝研磨虾饼。别墅里面唱 K， 水池里面银龙鱼。我送阿硕茶去喝研。
I'm going to take a shower.
Invitation or information?
What?
You heard me. Invitation or information?
I'll let you decide.
All right, you wait right here. I'm gonna get my thing.
Oh my god.
All right, darling, ready to go.
I'm going to take a shower.
Invitation or information?
What?
You heard me. Invitation or information?
I'll let you decide.
If I get a strike, you get to hit. You get to hit. Are you ready?
I don't want to hit. I don't want to. Gutter, please gutter. Please gutter.
If I get a strike, you get to hit. You get to hit. Are you ready?
I don't want to hit.
Can I kill a level 50 mage? Do you want to try? Okay, let's try. Okay, I can't. Sometimes I even surprise myself. Classic WoW is great. Guys, World PvP, right? Can I kill a level 50 mage? Do you want to try? Okay, let's try.